Hello, what is up ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully my recording session should be a lot more successful this time around, which I do apologize for that. So, it is I am the one and only, Mighty the Armadillo here, and I am from the likes of the Maxi Toys videos, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. So last time we basically just went into the previous levels that we've already explored into, and in addition to that we also explored some new levels, and especially noticeable we actually did manage to collect some more treasures, which at this point in time we've only got about 27 treasures to go, because as you can see on screen we've got about 73 treasures so far. So because of that, I think relatively speaking it's the fact that I'm pretty sure we actually almost at the third quarter of the playthrough. So because of that, yeah, today for this episode is the fact that not only we can able to explore this new level right here called the East Crater, in this case the sequel to one of those crater levels. In addition to those kinds of levels, we might also head back over to the previous levels again by able to actually just to get even more treasures along the way. So yeah, that should be self-explanatory, especially noticeable how the fact that we're pretty much going to be able to do this for the majority of the time. So yeah, you probably get the suggestion by that point. So yeah, how is anyone doing? Well, I'm feeling quite fine for this point today. After all, that I'm hoping that my computer doesn't lag or anything else, to be more specifically, I hope. And as I said this before, I do apologize with the amount of attempts I was going to be doing for my commentary, because, well, some things keeps on interrupting me. Like, for instance, that Ray, the flying squirrel, keeps on asking me about the fact that when can we do Bowser's Fury playthrough? When are we gonna do Bowser's Fury playthrough? Well, we'll have to wait, Ray, the flying squirrel. Especially noticeable, I need to take care of this game first before I get into this fun game, or this fun side game, before we move on to the biggest Let's Play of them all, which appears to be Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Nintendo Switch, if possible. So, anywho though, today's day is of course the 23rd of September today, in this case in 2021 today, and it looks like that tomorrow, after this video is going to release, is that of course the My Little Pony A New Generation on Netflix is going to be up. So hopefully we should be able to actually just able to watch that particular film at some point during tomorrow, which I hopefully will be. Especially noticeable that although it's kind of hard to get used to with the actual new characters and all that stuff though, because I'm still pretty much used to with Generation 4 characters, in my opinion. But hopefully that film will be great, I'm stuck. Okay, whatever. At least we can able to actually just to get out of there by simply using a ground pound, and we can able to burn in flames depending if my timing wasn't exactly the most elegant thing in the world, especially noticeable like that happens, but oh well, it knows what it is, so we'll just keep trying and what have you. So and then also another thing is the fact that I just keep on, you know, rumbling around like an idiot during the course of the another few recording attempts later, and as a result though, I just keep on messing things up for commentary and stuff like that. If I said something wrong, or said something nonsensical, or especially noticeable that I've almost felt a little bit tired, well, nowhere near as tired as the forms of how it does it on how much stressful I was went through for the sake of, like, well, you know what I'm saying. And here it is, folks. Here's our final power-up in the entire game, and this one appears to be the upgraded version with the forms of picking up enemies, but this time we can now pick up heavy enemies. Like, for instance, we can now pick up those guys here, which we couldn't normally do from before. So this means we can now able to actually just be, well, fully powered up now. So this means that, you know, as I said this before, we actually got all of the abilities throughout the whole game. So in this case, we can head back into a town in chaos, and also Castle of Illusions, and even, oh god, Forest of Fear again. Ah, jeez. Why do I not looking forward to able to go for that Forest of Fear level? But instead of going to that level, we're focusing on Castle of Illusions first. So hopefully that should be a part of the deal for this point. Especially noticeable about the fact that we can able to actually just to do, well, potentially speaking also, is the fact that with all these levels in mind, we can also just try to able to actually go back into the previous levels if we just somehow manage to able to go ahead and focusing on those music coins as well. But again, we'll save that up once we finish the main story first. So, that pretty much summed up is like that. So, and as you probably noticed about the fact that, well, relatively speaking, that the reason why that I somehow managed to able to actually just to don't try to deal with the forms of those music coins run through within a single run through in terms of the volcano space, because I know you can definitely gonna get that done before you're able to actually get some more upgrades throughout the whole game, but chances are though I'm still gonna save those up until in its individual kind of videos at some point in the majority of October at some point. So, but I digress. So, and speaking of October though, is the fact that we've only got about 6 days, along with the forms of a month left now, until the Mario Party Superstars for the Switch is gonna come out. So, yeah, I'm still excited for that game. Especially noticeable that, well, we haven't got that long too, about the fact that we haven't got that long until the Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania for multiple consoles will be releasing by that time. On the PlayStation 4, Xbox One / Series X, PlayStation 5, PC, and of course Nintendo Switch, which thankfully the Switch version will stay locked at 60 frames per second, which is awesome. Especially noticeable that unlike in Sonic Colors Ultimate, that's on the Switch version anyway, sadly the Switch version does not support, you know, 60 frames per second kind of way, which it kind of does the same thing for the sake of, like, you know, in regards of the forms of, you know, with Sonic Forces on the Switch, along with Team Sonic Racing, that those games also runs in 30 frames per second, whilst compared to the forms of some segments in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, managed to run very well, like 60 frames per second, except for multiplayer options. But regardless of everything else though, is the fact that, well, at least for Sonic Mania, runs a lot smoother, especially noticeable about the fact that, well, usually I still enjoy Sonic Mania, although I haven't gone back into that game all that much though, because I'm still expecting to able to, like, you know, waiting for the next major Sonic game is about to be up until specifically next year, so at least I'm still excited for that, and also that I'm still managed to able to be fully prepared for, you know, participating in for, you know, the, not only Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, but also Metroid Dread, and of course I already mentioned about this several times already, buddy forms of Mario Party Superstars and all that stuff. Oh, I was literally so close to able to get up there, and I believe if I recall correctly, this will pretty much lead us to the green key, so that should be a little bit more relative at that point. So, and also, talking of which though, when it comes to, like, being so excited when it comes to Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania on multiple platforms, is that, well, as far as what me and Ray has already mentioned about this loads of times during the course of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury playthrough, well, to be more specifically, the Super Mario 3D World portion of the game, basically that I'm really looking forward to able to trying out not only the returning playable character Sonic, but also Beat from the likes of Jet Set Radio, and to top it all off, Jam from Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll, well, despite the fact that he was actually playable in 3D and Banana Splits. And yeah, that was actually the third time we're going to be playing as Jam in Banana Mania. Well, at least to be more specifically in terms of the rest of the Super Monkey Ball series. So, yeah, it seems pretty awesome though, especially noticeable how the fact that, well, and also you can play as Jet as well, since Super Monkey Ball 3D and also Banana Splits as well. So, yeah, I definitely get the strong sense of feeling that Banana Mania will definitely receive so well. Well, at least as far as I'm guessing correctly, it will receive so well in comparison to Banana Blitz HD, because obviously Banana Blitz HD, I don't know if that game usually sells well enough though, but then again though, I haven't really looked upon it that much though. Alright, so we got ourselves a bit of some sort of like a dust, sprinkly dust, and this will actually awakens the actual mysterious tree, and that will able to allow us to go back into Out of Woods. And I believe that pretty much leads us to the final chest of Out of Words. Which, suffice to say, I think we should probably save that for later. Because for now, let's focusing on the Forest of Dreadful Fear. Oh boy, we're going back to this level for the 4th time, meaning we have to still need to climb through stuff, and it's so painful in order to able to go for that stuff. Although, I can at least manage to give the blue chest route some credit for, that is actually super easy to reach, whilst in comparison to the forms of the majority of everything, that it's definitely going to be a lot, I mean a lot of frustration, because obviously again, if you screw this up, this means you must be able to be wasted for about a few minutes notice, and the next thing you notice is that you're gonna get your butt kicked by that randomly placed bird, and you're gonna get knocked back, and it's just a lot of tedium, so yeah, that seems kinda sucks if you ask me. Although, to be fair though, that we've pretty much almost done with this monstrosity of the level, which, to be expected, because obviously that, if we get into the music coins playthrough, if I was assuming I was gonna do a post-commentary on, and as a result though, we're definitely not gonna touch that level ever again. Especially noticeable that I can totally see why that a lot of people get a lot of frustration with this level, so anyways, let's head back into the same route as what we normally did from the likes of the green chest route, except now we need to able to go onto the exact same route as we technically already experienced, at least whenever we first come here, where, like, specifically, that's, is there any way I can able to actually use that enemy to begin with? I don't know, but, I guess I'll give this a shot. And let's just toss him up there, and does that might actually give me something in there? Well, first of all, let me double check what's in here though, even though I don't know if that will be able to actually reveal anything, so I suppose we'll find out exponentially, so anyway, so let's just go ahead and use this little hammer enemy thing right here, while trying to go through a whole bunch of zombies to go through, and there's that red chest as soon as I see it. Oh, wait a minute. Is there a red key in here? I'm hoping the red key is going to be in this door over there, because I seriously swear to Christ that I can usually get the sense of it, though. So, yep, it's definitely right there. So, thankfully, it should be easy, though. Just gonna have to go there, and we are good to go. Because I'm pretty sure that, well, the actual other thing I sort of accidentally did, I'm presuming that it'll actually lead us to the music coin, I'm presuming. So, but then again, we'll save that for later. Well, after the main adventure though first, so. And of course that, we still need to avoid a lot of zombies and all that stuff though. Seems kind of weird that this might actually be the only level that we only get a chance to experience this level within nighttime form, because obviously zombies are required for certain things, because if you ever played a stage in daytime or something like that, my guess is the fact that the zombies will not approach on you, so yeah, that might be seems a bit, well, appropriate, because obviously forests can be a bit, dark and grim and everything, but I have no words to think about. Alright, so we are done with Forest of Fear. Thank goodness. Thank goodness this is over, because, well, we're pretty much going to move on to the next few levels to revisit in. So in this case, we got ourselves the second card, and if we manage to insert those two cards in, and I think this enemy might have something to do with the forms of going back into the warped orbit, or the warped void, as far as I like to call it. I keep on thinking about the forms that Mario Party 8, one of those board names, like Bowser's Warped Orbit, so yeah, I do apologize for that. So anyway, so we got the red chest as well as the blue chest remaining. So yeah, it looks like that we've almost done with the warped void world. But not exactly sure what chest I'm about to be going after first, but we'll see what happens there. Especially noticeable that I need to do a lot of exploration, and now we can able to do some more things thanks to the forms of how the fact that we are now fully powered up right now. In this case, we've actually got all of the upgrades of the game, so that means we can now able to actually do some more stuff. So I wonder what's through here. Oh, this is the red chest route. Okay, I see what you did there. I see you right there. So I suppose I might as well. Oh, darn it. I really hate when that happened right there. Especially, again, it's all about timing everything, because if you time it at a bad time, or whatever, then next thing you know, it's just the fact that you might as well able to just deal with the forms of a lot of, like, pushback and such. Anyway, so let's go ahead and, bust this open, and use this enemy in the process, so that way we could able to, like, go over towards this next part. And, yeah, I was false about something, because, although originally I was expecting to try to aim for the red, chest, but I'll save that for later, because I have no idea why I'm going in the opposite direction, so... I wonder what's through here, though. If we try to avoid those little snowy teddy bear-like enemies... Oh, it's just a music coin, so... Kind of worthless, though, until whenever we get into those, but, still. Alright, so I think this is the blue chest route, because I can definitely tll with that familiar color background right there. And of course, if you do manage to able to create a bit of a staircase syndrome, and basically this allows you to able to get not only one, but 2 musical coins, or these music coins, in that particular segment right there. So keep that in mind, and it's also kind of a point to do that until specifically later on. So... But again, we'll point it out whenever we get into the actual music coins run through, so... Oh, lovely. We're going to be able to backtrack for a bit, because obviously that donut block is blocking our progression, so... We're just going to have to find a way to able to actually just become fatter, and, wait a second. Oh yeah, we got these returning crumbling platforms ever since in, let's just say in the grasslands, that the last time we actually experienced these kind of things, so... But thankfully, these platforms do respawn, thankfully, so at least we can able to retry them as many times as we want, so... Because, you know, it's kind of similar to the grasslands in the tree section, so there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that should be alright. And that will pretty much lead us to the blue chest itself, but we still need a key for it, so... Hopefully we'll try to find that, if possible, so... have we already been there? Yeah, I think we already been there, but of course we do need to find a way to, you know, get to the blue key and everything. This is the section I've already been, so, what's the point of going there anyway, because, despite the fact that sometimes it can be a bit labyrinthy at times, but regardless of such though, at least you know the layouts, then you might be okay. Okay, so this is the section I was on about, so there we go. So we'll let this Elmo-like enemy to let me eat the apple. Yeah, that's as far as I can usually doubt it for anyway, so... Anyways, I don't think there's anything we can go up there, because we need to go back and, well, keep on just backtracking for a bit, and then trying to go into that, that door over there. And sure enough, we're able to actually have the ability to flat ourselves, so... Yeah, it's just a lot of busy work, you know? I mean, usually that's how this goes, basically, so... Anyway, so we'll go back to its normal size. And eventually we get ourselves the blue key, so how's that for that? Alright, now we got that out of the way, and now we can able to, well, open up the blue chest, so... Yeah, I think we've basically done there, despite the fact that we keep on getting caught by that particular random little technology, little object right there. But, whatever. We got the blue chest. But of course, the only one's missing is the red chest, which I think I'll might as well able to do that next, before we're able to conclude the rest of the majority of the Warped Void world. Even though, minus the forms of those music coins, because again, you have to recollect them if you're about to go back into that level again, so that seems a little bit off-putting, but either way though, it knows what it is when it comes to like lack of saving progressioning for certain collectibles and all that, so... Anyway, so again, we're about to be heading back in there, which we're about to be doing right now. And of course, we need to go after the last chest in this world, and that is the red chest. Thankfully, the red chest is actually not too far from here, though. You're just gonna have to go all the way from there, and that way you can able to get into the red... Oh, there's the red key. I forgot about that. In fact, we'll just touch these little warp pads and go onto the left, and then we'll grab the key, and we'll keep on trying that section until whenever we approach onto the right, and boom, there we go. It's that simple. It's actually really quick as well, because, well, unlike the blue chest, it actually gives you multitasking, whilst the red chest is actually not too shabby either, so... And it looks like we got ourselves another crayon, so I wonder what that will trigger. Well, pretty much the same thing as the rest of the other crayons, but... Oh, it looks like it's almost done, so I believe we only got one crayon left until the actual cave section is being fully completed by then. So, yeah, it looks like we're almost done with this point, folks. We're almost done with this, so... Anyway, so I believe the next level we'll hop into is a town in chaos. It's been such a long while since we actually went back into a town in chaos, because now we can able to do some more things in this place, thanks to the informs about the fact that with, again, fully powered up, with meaning about the fact that we actually got all of the upgrades, and especially noticeable, we can now able to actually do some more things here and there. So, and plus, we can now able to experience the entire level in daytime, so there's no need to worry about the forms of some restrictions of nighttime or anything, because we already done nighttime variations of the level twice, by the forms of, well, you know what I mean, the actual progressioning, and also for the sake of the actual boss fight against, Shoot. Which is basically, you know, the equivalent to, well, let's just say, the actual, Dunk's brother, basically. So, because of that, though, I just wanted to call him that, because it does remind me of him, so... Anyway, so this is where the blue chest was actually at, and basically, the main emphasis on this section is that we have to do with the actual fans, as you can see. So, because of that, though, but here's the thing, though, we do need a enemy in order to able to actually bust out those blocks, so... Yeah, that should be the case, especially noticeable that once we get into the music coins playthrough, then it's going to be a lot of emphasis on multitasking, which, as a result, it's going to do that a lot, so... Anyway, so let's toss him up there, and there's going to be a lot of concentration here now as well. And also, don't do that, because obviously that you might able to actually give you a bit of trial and error to notice, but it might actually take you a bit of some time to able to get used to. So, anyways, let's do a bit of a powerful shot right there, and will that work? Yes, it worked. Okay, so that's not too bad though. Until whenever we get into the music coins though, I mean, that will seriously manage to able to... Wait a second, I've already been in there, haven't I? Yep, I've already did. In fact, I just accidentally went the wrong way, but that's okay. Because the blue chest is not that far, so... There we go, and I believe we've only got about one more chest left, and that's what appears to be the green chest. So, the green chest is the only ones left. And from here, we got ourselves this particular vegetable or something like this? I don't know what that is, though. Oh, wait a second, it's like a seed. Okay, I totally get it, it's just a seed. I keep thinking about the forms of another thing. But it looks like it's gonna make the octopus look even much more angrier and tough. And it actually busts into something, so this means we can now head back onto the Tidal Coast and beneath the waves. Because I think with that octopus looking fella might have something to do with that originally. So we'll head back in there anyway, and now we can able to explore onto some more parts during the course of Beneath the Waves, and eventually the Tidal Coast. Now, of course, we can't do anything in there at the moment, because obviously we still need to require specific items in order to able to progress. So, yeah, you probably get the gist of it. So, and of course, we do need to go over here, because that's what the pathway that leads us to. So, yeah, I'm quite surprised that we are almost done with this. I mean, usually, relatively speaking, despite it might actually be kind of slow at points, but regardless of such though, we are getting there, so... Anyway, so let's get these fishies out of the way, and hopefully we should be able to avoid getting caught by these bubbles, and just be very careful, and just, again, take your time, and oh my god! Okay, good. Whew! That was actually a close one, because I almost gonna get myself screwed over if I somehow got knocked back by that particular little spiky fishies and all that stuff. But thankfully, we did manage to avoid those, so... Oh well. we'll just head back into that exactly the same location as before. So either way though, and I get the horrible feeling that the green chest might actually be either the that way or the one on the far left. At least if I'm taking a massive guess here. Although, well, to be fair though, it has been like 2 days ago since I actually last touched this. So anyway, so let's see. If I was assuming, is it this room over here? I don't know, we'll just double check. Is it? No, that's the blue chest room, so it has to be on, in another room, so we'll just have to make our... Oh, so close, in a leaps of faith, but of course I failed that miserably, but regardless of such, we'll, still keep trying, but, hey. And of course that, if we decide able to go for that blue key or the green key, we always have to avoid those specific spiky objects. So, I was literally so close to able to land on that segment, but, I don't know, it will take me a couple of tries, but, still. Alright, so we'll just, concentrate, just be sure not to screw this up, there we go. And yeah, I was thinking about this because that will lead us to the green chest. So it seems kind of surprising that we haven't stumbled across the golf-like events or the golf segments throughout the whole thing yet. I mean, nothing to be complaining about because obviously that well, eventually until later on though, it will start to get a little bit more tricky and difficult, and especially noticeable with the actual pricing. For the actual golf segments will actually get a little bit more pricey these days now, so yeah, don't expect things too much about it, so there we go, we actually got ourselves the green chest to able to unlock and open at the same time, and this will gives us one of these little, like some sort of like a chemical like tube thing. But nothing happens yet though, because I get the feeling we do need to get another one of those things. But we'll find out until later, because obviously that we only got a few treasures to go. So yeah, this thing is almost fully colored yet, so yeah, we are getting pretty close. So alright, so let's head over to the Tidal Coast, and I get the feeling that we're about to be trying to go after the final chest in this particular level. So yeah, that could be something, I suppose, especially that after all this little tedium involved with all the climbing fences and everything, despite my recording commentary gets a bit laggy all of a sudden, and then hopefully it won't be lagging too much though, I hope, but either way though, we'll try to able to deal with all that. And of course, if you manage to accidentally get hit by that octopus's head like that, you're able to get blown back like far left or the far right, depending on what directions you're going. So, something worth classifying for noticing that. So, yeah, just like that. Alright, so we'll just keep on swimming, so just in case we can able to, like, avoid any of those octopus-looking enemies and all that stuff. Alright, so for the most part, it's not too bad though, honestly. Although, oh jeez, that was close. I almost gonna get myself hit right there, but still. Alright, we're gonna have to enter this little door over here, and I'm pretty sure this is where, I would say that's where the blue chest is right there. But first of all, I need to find a blue key, because we haven't stumbled across into one yet, so... And I believe it's actually going to be on the far left of that segment, while avoiding that... Oh wait, there's that key over there, so we'll obtain that, so there we go. And head back into the same room as we went to before. And hopefully, we should be able to, well, complete this particular chest by simply climbing down the ladder, and there we go. And I believe Tidal Coast is being completed, well, minus the forms of those music coins, which, again, we'll be back for those at some point. So, anyway, so we got ourselves this really weird looking treasure thingy right there, which I don't know exactly what that's meant for, but regardless of such though, it knows what it is, so... Anyway, so let's go ahead and head back into another previous level, which, I I think for the most part that we've pretty much, oh yeah, Desert Ruins. I forgot about Desert Ruins. Yeah, I think that will be, the final time we can able to explore this place from now on, until whenever we get into, like, the music coins run. So, now I get the feeling that the treasure we are missing is the green chest, if I recall it correctly. So, but then again, it's been such a long while since I actually went back into this place after, you know, trying to deal with the forms of yellow belly enemy, or the yellow belly boss fight, which we've already experienced that before. So, we'll just go skip that for now, and use that enemy right there to bust out these little blocks as you see, so that way it will give us some progressioning. Although, mind you, oh wait a minute, I believe we might as well able to deal with the actual golf segment, aren't we? I might as well thought so anyway, because obviously I see that little familiar clear font, so yeah, it's definitely another one of those golfing segments we can do, so... But we'll try to cope with it though, and well, eventually if we make our way to the top, so hopefully that should be the case here. Alright, so let's see what's up there. Well, assuming if I go up there first. Okay, so it pretty much leads us to the entrance to that golfing event. So before we do that, we'll grab this green coin, so that way it'll boost up my a lot of coin value. And as you can see, we got 96, despite I managed to pay 50 coins per golf game this time around. Which, yes, the actual pricing is really overpriced at this point right now, meaning you have to pay 50 coins in order able to play the golf segments now. So because of that, because it's pretty obvious, because we're pretty much almost at the end of the game, so at least assuming if you try to come across into a 100% completion, like I was still trying to aim for, which, yeah. And of course I'm doing so bad at these segments, again, but I highly doubt I would able to make this though, but if not, then I don't know about this. I really honestly have no idea of how I try to able to go for that rubbishness. Although nothing bad or anything, it's just that I'm just not very good at them, so that's my only problem. Ah, darn it, why does it push us forward? Darn that blue bar thing in the, that little, edge thingy right there. Yeah, screw this up. This could take a while though, especially that I seem to able to... Oh, goody, we got ourselves the easiest hole, and... Oh, really? Okay. I have to make the shot. I gotta get this in. Thank you. Ay. At least thankfully getting the one of those holes where it does say 3 pars, it's actually not too bad. But as far as par 4 and par 5 is all concerned, well, basically it's gonna be a bit hellish for me, so, but that's just me. Alright, so now we need to figure out how on earth do we able to actually get that green chest, and somehow we got the green key, so that should be alright. So now we need to make our way to the green chest itself, so we'll turn into a ball of string Wario for a bit, even though it might not do that much though, because obviously it'll stop us just right there, so I might be alright with that. Although, I get the feeling we do need something towards over there, so do enemies do the job? No, I don't think so. So it has to be, specifically the ball of string transformation is usually the requirements here, so... Tell you what though, I'm also able to, I don't know, maybe just continue on here? I have no idea where I'm supposed to go, especially... that, well, it's bad enough that you can't able to actually just, well, I can imagine if the first time players who ever experienced these kinds of moments like this, and, obviously they just do not know where they're going, so... Okay, so thankfully those enemies respawn, so, I think this enemy right here might have something to do with that, so we'll, keep on, you know, knocking him over to this part, right, I think I would say right there. And I think that will definitely do the trick. So, yep, I was thinking about that anyway, so... Yep, problem solved. Especially noticeable that it's a good thing I did manage to able to go onto the another room that I did not meant to go to, and then head back to the previous room, and then, boom, there we go. So, at least we did manage to solve this, so, but at the same time though, is the fact that we need to, like, dodge those specific slicer-looking, machinery robots, whatever you want to be, like, specifically calling these, even though I don't memorize that much of those enemies' names in this game, although unlike in certain Mario games, as I already know about this already, so... Anyway, so we got ourselves another crayon, even though that we were expecting that it might actually be done by then, but obviously we only got one more crayon left until this particular rocky structure thing will be fully colored by then. So, yeah, it looks like it's almost done by that point, until whenever we come across into ourselves the, well, the final color in that particular structure. So, let's see what progression are we in. How much treasures that we've got? 82 treasures. So, yeah, we're actually getting there. So, yeah. Back into a town in chaos, and, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure we might as well do possibly 2 levels to go, if depending on time though, which, yeah, we'll probably hit back into, a town in chaos. Sorry, I do apologize for the actual, my commentary gets slightly bit messed up, because obviously then I'm feeling, a little bit hot today, but, regardless of such though, I'm still fine as it is, so, well, despite the fact that summer is already over and done with, but, until specifically, next June in 2022, so, yeah, that seems a bit obvious, so... Anyway, so let's go ahead and use this little ice teddy bear enemy to able to toss it over there. And because we need to use him for able to actually just to, well, defeat that particular grey frog that is blocking our path. And, well, that pretty much summarized as such. Oh god, it's this part. Basically, we need to constantly utilizing the actual switch to able to actually activate certain stuff, while at the same time trying to keep switching them. So, yeah, that's pretty much as far as you might as well able to notice something like this for this level, so... Yeah, anyway, though, yeah, I do apologize about the fact that my, brain is actually getting a little bit sweaty at the moment, because obviously I have to concentrate hard, and also, unfortunately though, that, well, I'm a little bit slightly hot, so, but nothing nearly boiling hot or anything, unlike the other certain days in the past, likely for, you know, ever since and during our playthroughs of, certain games, like, as far as we already tackled through, like, for instance, you know, Super Mario 3D World portion of the forms of Super Mario 3D World, plus Bowser's Fury for the Switch, and, also Pac-Man World 3, and also some other stuff you know too, like, you know, Mario Party 5, which I've already tackled, and, yeah, that's as far as I can usually try to describe about it, so... Anyway, so let's go ahead and hit another switch, which allows us to reach up, so... Alright, so... Let's go ahead and hit in here, and this is where the green chest was located. But of course, we need to do a lot of stuff in this particular segment, by the way, which I somehow managed to get blown off, or in some cases that got a massive knockback right there, but thankfully we can to bust out those blocks there, but sadly, since we actually defeat one of those fire elemental enemies, so this means that, yes, we are gonna have to exit off the room, and then just get burned, and then, you know, you get the idea about that, so... Okay, another thing I just want to point out right away is the fact that, yes, I recently managed to 100% everything now for the sake of Kirby Power Paintbrush recently today, and it does take me a couple of hours to complete the game due to the forms of multitasking between multiple run-throughs, and especially noticeable complete every single stage with all the characters in the game, which I think it does remind me of the forms of one of those requirements in Super Mario 3D Land and Super Mario 3D World, which it does feels a bit slightly similar, except, well, in a Kirby game nonetheless. So, yeah, I was able to figure about that, so... Anyways, time to destroy these donut blocks, and I somehow missed 4 of these, by the way, which I think that's kind of a missed opportunity right there. I actually kind of think about it. I think we'll probably say this right now, that we might possibly do one last level for the sake of this video today, because, well, I just get the feeling that the green chest route is actually gonna get a lot longer than the blue chest run, or, just any runs for that matter, so, but eventually, whenever we get to the end, though, that some of these chests might take a bit of a while to complete, but you know what I'm saying. So, but at least thankfully, as soon as we're able to bust out those specific blocks, as you saw, because thankfully we can able to actually make things a bit faster, as far as I'm usually trying to say about this for the most part, and well, not much else I can say about this, honestly. So let's not transform into Vampire Wario yet, because we still need able to, you know, transform into a Fat Wario right there and able to smash some more donut blocks, and I somehow messed this up again. Ah, jeez. So this means more backtracking and just keep on activating the exact same switches again, and it's just a bit of a busy work. Although nothing wrong with it personally, I mean usually it can be feels a bit annoying at times, but either way. Alright, so, oh really? I somehow messed up my jumps and then, god damn it, my PS4 controller, why are you able to screw me up sometimes? Although you still work, you're still working though, but next time, try to be more cautious about the fact that I'm gonna press the jump button, so yeah, I get the feeling I think this will be the last level I'll do for this video, because obviously this will take a while, so yeah, I'm afraid I was originally trying to able to go through like 2 levels, but unfortunately though, 1 level might actually be kind of enough for me, so although eventually if we might able to actually do like the next few parts until specifically by the end of September, and eventually by the beginning of October, then we can pretty much expect that we can able to complete this game during time, so anyway, so let's head back in here, and well, just try to able to keep on. Oh jeez, that was close. Almost gonna get myself a bit screwed there, but oh well, no big deal. So I'll just, you know, still transform into Fat Wario and bust out these blocks, and there we go. There we go. Alright, now we got that out of the way, after all that lot of tedium involved, but at least we can able to, you know, eventually approach into that green key, so and oh boy, if we get into the music coins though, although, gonna think about it though, I think getting music coins won't be so bad though, well, at least in some portions anyway, but then again, we'll talk more about those as soon as we're able to get into those music coins playthroughs, so still, it could take some time though, it can still take some time. Anyway, so we'll grab the green coin, and, well, I'm gonna have to able to start all over for this whole process again, but thankfully in a quicker process, so oh well, anyway. Actually, gonna think about it though, is the fact that, I forgot to mention about the forms I've since the very beginning of this video. Yeah, let me know in the comments below for the question of the day. Are you excited when it comes to watching My Little Pony: A New Generation on Netflix until tomorrow? Because I'd like to hear your thoughts, because I'm pretty much excited for it. Especially noticeable that, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm also able to see it on day 1, sadly though, but I will do at some point when I invite, well, let's just say, Ray, the Flying Squirrel, along with, well, I would say Jewel, because obviously she's working on Mario Party 6, and, also some of my friends too, like Sonic and, well, possibly Shadow or Silver the Hedgehog, depending if they're, busy doing some of things, as far as I'm usually concerned with, so anyways, let's go ahead and transform into Vampire Wario here to able to, you know, go across for this point here and get dripped in the process. And there we go. Oh, jeez. That almost took me like 6 or 7 minutes. After all that, a lot of, like, keep on switching between those specific stuff. But anyway, we got ourselves the second yellow eye, which means, yes, we're about to be heading back into Tower of Revival for the 4th time. So this means we can now able to actually do some more stuff in there. And eventually, that's, yeah, we're pretty much almost done, so... yeah, this is the level we're about to be heading back into. So, yeah, suffice to say, I think we should probably end things off here. So join me next Tuesday for more of Let's Play of Wario Land 3. And that is the fact that, yes, we're about to be heading back into Tower of Revival for the 4th time and do some more level revisits. So I'll see you guys until next Tuesday. Later, fellas and dudes.